Audio test. Alrighty. Welcome back, everyone. As we left off last time, the idea here is to make a new level, a new enemy, and finish the second upgradable guy. Just thinking off the top of my head here. I'm not sure what exactly this guy's special upgrade is, nor with this guy. I think it'd be easier to knock out the new level. Just set up some new paths, flip them, and then player. The only issue there is how do I want to implement the player's direction on those paths, and how do I want the hold on here. I'm thinking either we could have a path kind of like this, where the enemies come from this side, and you guys come from this side, just like the first level. Or we could do this. So there's 2 entries and 2 exits, and you'll have to pick one. Or again, you could change it again. You could do like the inverse, like that. Or even that. Options. I think if I go like this, I think I'd want something like this to be a later level, because if you think about it, we'd want it to kind of be able to split. If that makes sense. Which would give, if you actually broke it down, there'd have to be this path, this path, this path, and this path. Right? So you'd have to have 4 different paths, and that's just for the enemy's entrance side. You'd have to double it all. So whatever path I go with, I'll have to double the overall amount of paths for the players. So I might just go down and over, up and over, and that gives me 2 variants for the enemy, and then 2 variants for player. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one. That's gonna look like room iron grass level 2. It didn't say that. What the hell? Iron grass level 2. There we go. Bring this back up here. So 960. 1980 or yeah, 1980 by 1080. All right. Yeah. Damn, there's no copy. No, I can at least. See. Okay, okay. Yeah. So exactly, let's see how the UI fits on the screen right now. So I'm not. Okay, so settings up there. So I'm thinking maybe we put it right here kind of area. I see. There we go. Go back into here. We can grab there. Two. So 2 more. There. Perfect. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay. We'll create a group. Press 1. That one. That one. That one. One. Grass one. Grass one. Grass one. Grass one. Grass one. achievement. Yeah, why not? It's gonna be a simple. I think this simple. Simple, right, guys? So, then we'll just do this. Let's do PS. and if active x is 1, else index is 0. So if it's active, set it to 1, which would be green. Otherwise, keep it active equals non-active, and yeah. And then if active so we can put that all in the same. Yeah, I think we'll just do that. Yeah, I think that works right now. This should just be in grass level 1. Path isn't nan. The only issue is if, and this is like, you have to try. I hope this is the case if you have to try. If you try to like click this and at the same time. Okay, there's a slight problem. Okay, hold on. So when path is nan, it's going directly to just check. Yeah, so it's nan. So Winan. This shouldn't work. I'm curious as to what happens when they finish their route. They return. Okay, hold on. The hell? Okay. And just not equal name. What about this? So interesting. Point append assign. You can copy the path data from one path to another. Path being copied will be cleared first. Should have any path points and be completely overridden by the path being copied from. see. Because it's saying reference path P enemy grassland. So interesting. Looking at the manual. Path start. This function tells the calling instance to start the given path. The path started by the instance sorted in the variable path index. Warning, this function should be called from the scope of an instance. An error will be thrown if it's not. Path is created from a series of defining points that are linked together and then used to plan the movements of an instance. They can be created with code or in the path editor. They are assigned to an instance to use in the game. You would then use this function to tell your instance which path to follow, what speed to follow the path, measured in pixels per step, how to behave when it reaches the end of the path, and whether to follow the absolute or relative path position. This last part means that it either starts the following path exactly as you designed and placed it in the path editor, or starts the path from the position in which the instance was created. Right? Path asset. Interesting. So get assets. D get assets. Asset add tags, clear tags, get IDs. That's a get IDs. Alright, so boop. Let's see what kind of asset is this. This function returns an array containing IDs of all existing assets of the given type. Interesting. Okay. Set. Get index. Get time. Get type. Name or yes. Name or a reference to the game asset. There, this one over. Now we can see. Valor template. Well. There. Bum 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 bum. I'm sorry. Am I reading this right? This function gets the type of asset being referenced from its name. The name or reference to the game asset to get the type of. Asset or string. The name or reference returns asset type constant. Alright, I'm gonna take a break. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I am back. Sorry about that, again. Alrighty, let's see. So, asset get type, according to the manual, should return an asset type, which is what you'd expect. So it should return asset underscore path. The given name refers to a path, which is what it should be, because it's a player manager path. We're assigning that to pplayer asset.gm path. And yet, when I play 4, okay, if I do nan, right? It does return -1. And now 4. -1, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. No. Okay, asset get type. Unless I'm missing something, asset is returned by the tile set asset itself returns the proper number when given asset when I pass reference to the tile set layer preset. It's a number that I cannot seem to find in the list of assets. Interesting. Okay, I wonder if we just alright, yeah, so 4. What if I do O player manager? 0. Okay, maybe this is just wrong. Or name a reference string or asset. It's the time method being reference from name. A name or a reference to the game to the type of. Remove that. There we go. Let's see. Path. Is that? Yeah. Well, there we go. Sweet. Okay, so I got it to work. I am now realizing y'all didn't. Oh no, oh, did y'all see it? I don't think y'all saw it. Here. Just in case. The guys don't spawn. The guys spawn. The guys don't spawn. There include my side of the guys. Seen by the fact that they collide and deal damage, and they gain gold when they die. So that works. Now that that's done, we go back to this mess. So, and duplicate into this level 2A. B 2A. Alrighty. So path selector to A. So yeah, I think this should. Ooh. I'm curious how these run by side by side. Ow. So we're gonna grab that play and instead we'll just make it take us to level 2. We can grab level 1 manager, duplicate level 2. There's only slight difference. So yeah. Randomize weight plus 1. Bump 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 bump. Bump 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 bump. spawn enemy. You. Kills. Ooh, is it? We need to choose one of two. P enemy level 2A and P enemy level level 2B. I like this. This is how we will run so far. Alrighty, and yes. So right, because it's gonna be in here. And these guys spawning. So we might not even need this, honestly. Could just have it all in level 1 manager. We can actually probably just dip that. No, different manager, different spawns. Because it does have the spawn enemy function. So yeah, so if wave is less than 10, yeah, we'll make level 2 so the big guys come slightly faster, and we can actually set up the we can do 5, and then we can do else if wave less than greater than 5, greater than 4, less than or equal to 5. No. It's greater than 4, greater than or equal to 5. And it is less than 10. There we go. And do this. Else. Yep. Yep. Okay. Cool. Okay. Yeah. We can. Yeah. Yes. Enemy. I did enemy. So settings play. Oh yes, settings. Shite. Alright. All these. Can I merge these? No. Nope, I can't. Hey, there we go. Okay, cool. Just missing the enemy guys. Why don't make me the sound? I think I'm hungry, guys. It's been an hour and 20-ish minutes since the start. I'm hungry. I think I'd hate to call it here because I'm like halfway through making level 2 and I still have a whole new enemy to make. Great. Create. And finishing Grass 2 player upgrades. This one's requiring me to think. I'm not going to be able to think great on an empty stomach. So I think I'll do a back-to-back stream. So I'll go eat and then I'll finish this one. But first, I'm going to finish the second level. I think. Just because I don't want to lose my train of thought with this here. So. Yeah, we made all this, not these. Persistent. Or easy peasy. No persist. The only issue is the achievements. Interesting. Because they rely on check. Global achievement variables. Alright, so enemy global dot achievement. Did I spell that right? Hold on. Yeah, achievement. Achievement. Hold on. Achievement. Am I spelling achievement wrong? Hey guys. Hey guys. It's funny. Nah, it's fine. We'll just yeah, we'll just keep it on achievement. Not achievement, achievement. That's hilarious. I'm gonna keep it like that because I think it's funny. Achievement 1 is false. Achievement 2 is false. I can't type. SW2. Alright, so we can get rid of the check then, because this shouldn't rely on. Yeah. So check doesn't matter. It's just gonna be a global achievement. This one's 2. Yeah. And then so if the global achievement is false and the requirement is met, then achievement is true. Visible for 5 seconds. I think, is that 5 seconds or is it 10 seconds? That might be 10. I think it's 5 seconds. I'm pretty sure it's not at 60 frames. I'm sure it's 5 seconds. Yeah, so it's 5 seconds. Alright, cool. Ah. So we can count player, yes, all these. I think we'll put the player. Does the player rely on anything in its creation event? If an instance exists, if the player is. Yeah, okay, cool. No, the player is completely self-contained. So it should be safe to place this guy here. Am I going crazy? Maybe did play. I might have set up play to create a man. So yeah. So click if instance exists, player manager, go to the room. Otherwise, create the player manager. Yes. Okie dokie. Cool. So. Okay. This works. I like this. Right. I forgot how I said I started to work. Thinking. I don't know. I don't know. What does this guy rely on exactly again? Right. So I know this is an unnecessarily degree of randomizing, like 1 to 100, but no. Yes, but no. If path choice greater than 50, greater than or equal to 50, path is P M E plus A, else B. I keep seeing this and it looks like 12 to me. Okie dokie 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 dokie. The only problem with this is if I get like 30 rooms, right? I'm gonna do region path selection. And region. Yeah. Alrighty. Guys, I'm being retarded. hold on. Create a script. Enemy tile selection. Guys, I'm using my head. No, wait, it was the other one. This one. Yep. If the room is this, alright, this takes it out of the create event, right? This puts it into a script. I can safely just screw this up effectively. Oh my gosh. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Okay, cool. I think. I'm just gonna call this instead. And make sure they all have a path. Shit. Control C. Select all this, Control V. Boom. Cool. Now we just Control C. Anime. Control. Oh, Control buddy. Remove this guy. This guy. Yep. And this can be a do path. Cool. Let's just double check that works. See if this works. Huzzah, still works. To get up to level 15 or wave 15. and clicked up here like 12 times. Alrighty, let's see if this works. Jeez, it's really early morning for me, guys. I'm hoping this works. Hoping I can get this level 2 finished. Go eat. Ah, man, I'd really hate to only get level 2 finished in an hour. 2 hours. Then again, I'm doing a lot more than just implementing level 2, I guess. It's part of implementing level 2 in the way that I want to do it requires me implementing a couple things. Like there's this thing, which there was some trouble with. There's the pathing, updating the pathing network, how it works. Damn, I already killed 100 of those guys. I guess so. But yeah. What else? Cool. These guys still work. Nice. Send all them through. I do want to see if the 2 guys come through properly. So. What's that from? What's that from, guys? There we go. Alrighty. We'll test that. The grass 2 guys. go through the proper channels, walk down the right path into the proper workforce areas. Dun, 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 dun. Sweet, these guys do work. So if I turn this off, it's going to throw an error. Well, that's, yeah, what happens if I turn it back on? Sweet. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That, yeah, that works. You know what? I can simplify this. Yes. I can fix that. So, and it's gonna be at path end. If toggle is true, do this. Toggle is true, and player manager dot pop is not equal asset pop. That should heavy should work how I want it to work. I don't really have the patience to test it out. It's the only sad part about this one. Right. Grass level 2. These should be updated. It's gonna be a player related button. That should work. We can go back and put this back in. Alright, chat. Now for everything to be revealed. Right, I forgot to put the enemy manager in there. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Oh, but you right. Boy, that. Hey, look, there it is. Alright, cool. Oh, that was hilarious. No enemies. Right. So in this, so speed. Hundred. And speed is 4. Alright, hold on, let me check this path thing again. The speed at which the path, to follow the path in pixels per step. Negative mean going backwards. Right. Path properties. So, as with all resources in the Game Maker, you should give your new path a unique name. Be used to identify it throughout the game you're making a good system. You prefix or suffix the resource for easy recognition, such as path enemy or power up path. We just do P and path and such. Once you've named the path, you can start defining it by placing points in the main editor. Speed value for the points is defined by percentage of the speed when you're going to move along the path. Default is 100%. So if you instead wanted to move at a speed of 2 pixels per step along a path, one path of points. Hold on. The speed value for the path points is defined by a percentage of the speed at which you make the instance move along the path. Default is 100%. So if you start an instance at a speed of 2 pixels per step along a path, and then one of the path points has a speed value of 50%, the instance will reduce speed as it approaches this point to a speed of 1, 50% of the path. Equally, you can set the speed to 100 and succession reaches a point in which this way you can create some nice dynamic looking movement without any code. It's worth noting that the fast double click on any defined points in the list to pan the editor to select a point, or slow double click to edit the values manually. You also specify the connection kind, whole path, whether the path should be closed or not. Closed English, man. Path will connect the last point on the path with the first. The connection kind can either be straight line or smooth. The straight line simply connects points, blah 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 blah. You understand that? Really didn't. Sheesh. So I guess we'll put these guys at 4. 4. 4. Golf club, golf club, golf club, golf ball, golf ball, golf ball. Alrighty. Now will it work? No. Of course not. Alright, what's up? These guys are speeding down this path. Right. There we go. Okie dokie, guys. Cancel. You're going to duplicate. Clear. Good. Oh, fine. Grrr. Don't like it. I wish these were all like this. You just click highlight. Okay, fine. Ooh. This is quite the fun experience. Can I simplify this process with the path editor? Preferences. Path. I don't see path. Particle package prefab. Okie dokie. Interesting. If I remember correctly, that should be... Huh. Okay. Interesting. Peculiar. Very peculiar. Let's just see. Okay. Use this one left then. Ta-da! Alright. Now, issue mark. It should just go straight down. The hell was that, man? Oh my god. Oh, cool. Into a slight error. Alrighty, so... Ah, yes. Now. Now. Oh, I'm getting so tired of this. Okay. So that doesn't work. Z goes down. Goes down. E clicks. He goes up. Oh, that's what I was working out. This one loads after this one. Okay. Okay. If active is true, if click and OPS correspond to B div both. Then you're right. Actually. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. When you click this one at all, it disables the other one. If you click this one at all, it disables the former. Alrighty then. Now, does it work? Alright, we're gonna want to see that it goes to the top proper. Wait. Okay. So if it goes down the bottom line, close you. Okay. When you are active. If is false, guys, it's logic. It should just make sense. Guys, it's beautiful. We'll just slash real quick so we can go back to testing the other thing. Yeah, right. Because it was reading. That one don't work. This one seems to still work. One still doesn't work. Why? Why? Alright. What if we toggle this back on? Down. What about up? Up at all? No. Yikes. Okie dokie. Yo, what's up? Robert on a whim. You might... A rope? Like, by taking string and winding them together? Hold on. Let's see, what is this example? Huh. Cool. S box. Oh, cool. Some kind of like pass fighting game. Currently, the most functional variation, is no. I am by no means an artist, so you know these guys are adorable though. Yeah, you kill these guys and then you send them back out. That's cool. Are you planning on like what was your what's your plan for the rope thing? So you're making a climbing rope game, so backrooms, nice. I am not informed on the backrooms lore, unfortunately. Okay. Okay. So I'm using the rope to go up and down. Okay. Sure, climb, yeah. No way. A rope for climbing? Yeah, no, that's cool. It's cool, man. How hard was that? Like I've stuck to Game Maker mostly, so 2D's kind of been the limitation I've been working with. Yeah. Working on bugs. It's fun. It's always a fun time. Oh. It's, make it like a rope ladder hybrid. Yeah, easiest bug fix in your life. Make it a rope ladder hybrid. Okay. It's an AI. It's pretty cool. Is it helpful, or I've only tried a handful of times to use AI, and I can never get it to do what I want. So this is all me. Okay, cool. I'm glad it worked for you. I'm glad you found a nice little work for your development. It's nice. Yeah. Asking an AI what it already knows is kind of, it's like knowing what it already knows, you know? I guess, yeah. Are you not concerned about potential privacy though? I doubt whatever. Right. I doubt whatever AI model you're using, the parent company is gonna use whatever code you give it. Hmm. Not yet. Don't do anything bad. Don't do anything bad, and it'll stay that way. Well, sure. C# isn't a secret language; anyone can do it. Yeah, but I just mean like, are you concerned about like if someone ever hacked their system and grabbed your logs? I don't know. Maybe I'm paranoid. Saying it out loud, I sound paranoid. I don't trust the AI with my information. Nah. I sound a little kooky, don't I? Yeah, the flavor works, yeah. But yeah, man, what if it works for you? It works for you. There's no trash in that. So if it's getting you to work on the project, it's getting you to work on the project. And if you're having fun while you're doing it, that's even better. Debug tools. Yeah, I can. So if you look up here, the grass units 1. If I press spacebar, technically it's debugging. I can check stuff like that. I can make little kind of like cheat tools. Is that what you meant? Hmm. Okay. Do you understand the code it's spitting out then? Or you just... It's over your head. Well. You said you're using Essenbox. Do they Essenbox? There's a developer guide on Steam. Sure. Like learning vocabulary, just have to get used to it. Very basic. Yeah, no, I get that. Coding was really simple for me to pick up. I was watching YouTube tutorials, and I'm doing this all based on whatever my brain comes up with. So it's not a hard thing to learn, necessarily. If you have that kind of like logical thinking. And by logic, I mean like very basic, like if ands, this, that, you know. Vertices. No, I understand vertices. Vertices. So you mean like for the models? Right. I didn't know if maybe it was like a specific term used by Essenbox for something else. Quick Google search. But you mean for like the models and such, right? Oh, interesting. I'm guessing this is a 3D engine, right? Versus in direction basic for moving. Okay. Any particular reason you're using Essenbox and not something like Godot or Unity? I would ask Unreal, but that requires a beefy computer. Right, it's like Unity. I know there was a controversy with the Unity requirement. It's really like Valve. Oh, that makes sense, yeah. That's the Valve engine, is it? It's like Source 2. Interesting. Okay. Okay. It's cool. Is a Great Lightning Physics. It made Half-Life. Oh, interesting. I have played that game. Okay. So. Sort of. So yeah, I guess you could call it an auto battler. Auto chess. Subgenre strategy video games typically features just like elements of player. Yeah, I guess technically, yeah. I was gonna make tower defense originally, hence the path setup, but I figured I'd like this a bit more. So, alright, why don't you go up this path? A and 2. So if it is true, no, this is on a there we go, I think that's it. Have a mechanic that lets you keep units on the field between battles and scale the enemy up accordingly. I don't know how I want to do the switch between levels just yet. This is an interesting idea. The only problem is it's not quite chess-like. It's not really the biggest on strategy game. It is like up here, like it says Pathfighter. Have you ever played? Oh, what's it called? Here, this game. Have you ever played this before? You ever played Strike Force Kitty? It's an old Flash game. But that's just my. Yeah, this game. Did you see how many, dude? Yeah, so Strike Force Kitty is kind of similar to what I was thinking. Collect fish. They automatically go to fight the guys. Like I said, this was a really old Flash game. I used to play it back in, honestly, all of elementary and middle school. So. Let's see how many dudes. Oh, cool. Okay, I have not seen this. I don't know if that's copyright. I would assume not. Let's see. Huh. Really. Interesting. It's pretty cool. Yeah. This one. Every 3 seconds, something. Yeah. It seems cool. Like, saw it. It's pretty cool. I like the idea with this. The pulse heals. 200% collects damage. I'll grab this guy. Interesting. Duck-sized horses. 27. I think we're gonna go for the horses. Personally. So, I can see it's got a very addictive play cycle. Oh, cool. Merchant dude arrives. Free stock, free dude juice. Revive unconscious dude if used in the ranch. Revives 10 dudes. If used during the battle, revives 5 dudes with full HP. It's pretty interesting. Pulse face. All dudes gain 20% evasion for 8 seconds when the battle starts. When a dude takes fatal damage, he has 50% chance to survive with 1 HP and become invincible for 3 seconds. Ooh, that could be cool. Teleports a group of dudes to a location of your choosing and grants them temporary heal. I think I'd rather this one. 1 in 6 chance to stick around. Let's play this last round, round 5, and okay, this is pretty cool. I'll have to get back to this later. Maybe I'll stream the rest of playing it after I'm done with this, and after I get some food, so I can stream in a sec. I just want to make sure this works. You know, I'll definitely get back to it, though. It did seem like a pretty fun game. I just want to make sure this pathing thing works. I don't know if you've been paying much attention, but this upper path doesn't seem to want to work. So, they don't go. They go on the bottom one. And they won't. They won't go on the top one. And I don't quite get why. So, I'm gonna delete this one, see if it's just the fact that the upper path exists. Right. Yeah. Okay, so it has true path equals. this back in there. So it's not at all due to this one, it's purely on this guy. And we'll put it in debug mode. So you can't see this because it's in the other monitor, but I guess I can put it here for right now. Alright. Debug. We're going to grab this one. A step event. Going to this, and then it's going to be grass 1. Path. And button. Yeah, that's it, really. Yo, amazing FPS. Here. Alright, so mouse click. Nothing. Why does it keep doing that? Okay. Interesting. So okay, so it's not even getting past. Alright, it's not getting past this if statement. So I am clicking. It's well over 1. Manager path does not equal set path, which means it's not setting the path properly. So let's see. Okay. Let me just double check for any typos. So when if hover click equals press the mouse button, if click active equals whatever the opposite of active is, and object path select grass level 2 B active is false. Then if active is true, image equals 1, and that equals that. Otherwise, if it's not active, if it's active is false. If the other, if A, so if B is active is false, then set it to asset path. So if this one's false and the other one's false, set it to asset path. If hover click equals click the mouse button, if click active equals opposite of active, and this is B, so A is false. If active is true, index is 1, and the path is to B. Otherwise, if active is false, and if A, so the other one, is false, asset path. I'm gonna set this to a string. Okay. It's not. It's here. Easily start that one. Oh, there we go. Well, they're both active. Alright, so they default. These. Let the draw. Draw self. Active. Image index is 1. Else. Alright, cool. It's working now. Alright guys, it's gonna be all for right now. I'll be back in... Either I'll be back in like 30 minutes to an hour, or I'll be back way later. I am tired. I am hungry. I want to play some games. Honestly, I might be back to play How Many Dudes by Scotch. B-Scotch. Yeah. So, thank you to Robert on a Whim for being my chatter today. Alright, thanks guys. See y'all around.